Duncan shunted the works train into the sidings and left the workmen to sort out the mess. Then he brought the passengers in the rear coaches home. He sulked all the way. "I get no rest, I get no rest," he muttered. Duncan made the journey very difficult. He was short of steam, so his driver waited a while in the hope of raising more. But Duncan wouldn't try. "We'll keep our passengers waiting," said his driver. Duncan was cross. "You always think about the passengers and never about me." It wasn't long before Duncan built up enough steam to set off again. But he was still very grumpy and cross. "I'm overworked and I won't stand it." At last they reached the viaduct near the station. "Come on, Duncan," called his driver. "One more effort and you'll have a rest and a drink at the station." Then Duncan was very rude. "Keep your old station. I'm staying here." And he did, too. Skarloey had to haul Duncan and his train all the way to the platform. The passengers were furious. They told everyone what a bad railway it was. That night, Sir Topham Hatt spoke to Duncan. "No passengers means no polish, and no polish means no passengers," Duncan muttered to himself. He still has a lot to learn, doesn't he? Duncan would not stop grumbling. He grumbled that he wasn't polished enough. He grumbled that he was overworked. Most of all, he grumbled about the passengers. "I'm ashamed of you, Duncan," said Skarloey. "Thank goodness Rheneas is coming home soon. Perhaps he'll teach you some sense before it's too late." "What has Rheneas to do with me?" "Rheneas saved our railway," replied Skarloey. "Please tell us about it," said Peter Sam. "Well," began Skarloey, "it was before you came here. Things were bad. Rheneas and I had to keep the trains running, or our railway would have to close." "How awful," murmured Peter Sam. "I tried hard," continued Skarloey, "but my old wheels ached." Rheneas understood. "It's my turn now," he'd tell me. He was often short of steam, but he always struggled to a station and then rested there. "I mustn't stop between stations," he'd say. "The passengers wouldn't like it." "Humph," huffed Duncan. He had stopped on a viaduct and hadn't cared at all. "Passengers," continued Skarloey, "get cross if you stop at the wrong places. Rheneas stopped in a wrong place once, and this is what happened." One wet and windy afternoon when the rails were damp, Rheneas was traveling home with a full train. There were even passengers in the caboose. It wasn't a comfortable ride at all. Rheneas's wheels kept slipping, and it was a steep climb. At last, his wheels gripped the rails again. The worst is over, he thought. Now we're away. But they weren't. "I got a cramp," he groaned.